What's up, guys? It's another episode of the Nerd Bois podcast, episode 18. We got a special guest in the building.
Yo.
Lucid Chaos. Go ahead and shout at everybody out and let them know what you're about.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Y'all know the deal. You know the drill. You know what it is. Your boy Lucid. Shouts out to actually you guys, man, for having me. Shit, I don't think I've ever done a live podcast, so this what's up. I appreciate it.
Rabbit, I don't know what's going on with him. I tried calling him multiple times. He's not answering. So if we have to, I'll just get his own side of the podcast a little bit later. But he's not on right now. And Skyz is with his lady right now, doing some grown-up shit. So he will not be on this episode either. Crono.
Yo, Crono, aka Nappy Head Millie, back like a bad habit, and hopefully I might have to send a picture to AK, but on the Nappy Head Millie channel, we got a new logo.
I saw that. That was fresh.
Yeah, I'm actually working on the artist that did it. Shout out to Wiggy. Wiggy's the artist that did it. I sketched it out. He went ahead and detailed it for me. I'm actually getting with him to do one for the Nerd Bois. So definitely spinning up. Like I said, I got a bag. I got to use the bag for YouTube. We out here grinding, so you know what it is.
Understood. First things first, we're going to get into is the free games for the month of March. It's looking pretty good on both ends on the Xbox and PlayStation front. I'm not even going to hold you. For PlayStation, as long as you got that PS Plus money, that you should if you're playing online, is Sonic Forces and Shadow of the Colossus this month for free games this month. Anybody got any tidbits they want to add to that?
Shadow of the Colossus is an amazing game.
Actually, not played it yet.
Get it, copy. It is an amazing game. Sonic Forces,
it's mid as fuck. But
yeah,
it
definitely.
is.
It's not nothing that you've got to get.
But I mean, if you got a little kid who wants a Sonic game right after this Sonic movie came out, I mean, you can do worse. You can definitely do worse. For the Xbox, the Xbox Game of Gold, same as the PlayStation, as long as you're playing for that PlayStation Plus. Batman: The Enemy Within, which I think is a Telltale game.
What's a Telltale game?
Yeah, that's between March. That's the whole month of March. You can get that. That's on Xbox One. And Shantae Half Genie Hero. This is one of the most slept on indie games, and I've been praising its things since the beginning. Has been gameplay. I think I'm gonna throw gameplay in here for it just because. This is a really, really good platforming game. It's really old school. I like it. The DLC is nice, and Xbox, y'all got a W with those two.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've never heard of it.
It's think of it in the vein of a 16-bit side scroller. Also Mario. Yeah. I'm gonna throw gameplay on it so you can see it on the actual video version.
Have you ever seen Indivisible? Like I got a couple. If you ever watched the Nappy Head Millie channel, I got images of Indivisible on my channel. Well, a couple episodes, but the artist Sante is the artist on Indivisible, which is
the
awesome.
artist of Skullgirls is the artist.
Yeah, but he also did artwork for Sante, which is something.
He did?
Yeah, it's something I just found out. He did artwork for both. If you really look at it, the artwork is very similar. So with Skullgirls, this was definitely similar. I can see it now today. So
there's two more games free for the Xbox 360.
One in which I'm very excited for.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2 is basically Castlevania with a God of War spin to it. So that's a good pickup. And Sonic Generations, arguably one of the last good 3D Sonic games that came out in the last 10 years.
I'm looking forward for that Sonic Generation because my disc broke and I wanted to beat that game so bad. That game, because if you ever play Sonic Colors and then play Sonic Generations, them games are amazing.
Same thing. Yep.
That's with the Sonic genre or series period. So It's definitely something I'm gonna look into.
You gonna get Sonic 06 when it drop?
Oh my god.
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
It's terrible.
Y'all ain't about to be disrespecting the god of all Sonic games, Sonic 06.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nothing but cat from you right now, but I
Cat.
Captain Nappy Head over there. First real topic of the discussion: the Konami Code creator. For those who don't know what the Konami Code is, it's that up down, left right, BH start. That
ain't even it.
Whatever, you get the fuck I'm talking about. That 30 live code that you used for Contra back in the day, and it was very famous for a lot of different Konami code games. He died. I'm not entirely sure what was the cause, but he passed this past week, and it's we lost another legend in the gaming streets. And I don't know exactly if Konami's doing anything special for him, but it's sad to see our heroes go. You know,
yeah, for sure.
Sad. Chaos, got any 2 cents you want to add to it?
Not nothing like ridiculously major. I've been a fan of Konami for a long time. You know, of course, anybody who's had a hand in those legendary games that we've experienced as children, or even as adults, it's difficult to see those guys go. Because whether people believe it or not, even though it's one person, that one person brought something special to each company. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult. Rest in peace to a legend.
Hashimoto. I'm probably butchered that, but
yeah.
It's crazy because this shows just how fast we're growing, man. Like, the Konami Code Contra came out, I had to be 4 or 5.
I was a shorty when that came out.
Contra came. When did the original Contra come out?
The original Contra came out in the 80s, but the one
in the 80s, I wasn't even born yet. The one I remember is Contra 3.
The Alien Wars.
The one on Super Nintendo. I was like 3, 4 when I was out. Man, and dude was 61. That's still young. A lot of people don't believe that. That's still young. You done lived a lot of life, but you still ain't done living.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, man, that just goes to show how fast we growing. I'll be. That's crazy, man. Rest in peace to our OG, to a true legend, man. You know, somebody gonna drop that code in the game. The next Konami, they got to drop it in the next game. They
got to.
I can't remember if Konami does Silent Hill, but if they do Silent Hill, they definitely got to drop it in there.
That's a Kojima game, though, so I don't know if they're going to.
They might still do it just for respect, out of respect. So, because that last Contra was terrible. I hate that he went out on that no like that. That shit was doo to water. I don't know who the fuck thought about that.
Ass.
And chill out, man.
That shit was doo to water, man. That shit wasn't even full shit. That shit was the liquid.
I ain't even played, man.
Doo-doo, yo. That shit,
And moving on to the next thing on the docket, Daredevil, and I shouldn't be laughing, as a Daredevil guy who's a flat earther. I got his name here. He attempted to launch himself up to, the stratosphere to see whether or not the Earth was actually flat. Ended up.
Oh my god!
His rocket ended up malfunctioning. It crashed back down to the ground, and now he is dead. So
DED.
Mad Mike Hughes. He launched him. He attempted to launch himself in a rocket, and it's not the first time he was doing that. He was a self-proclaimed Daredevil.
Did the fuel go off? Did the fuel go off?
I think it was an issue with his. It was an issue with his parachute. Because if you watch the video, they got this shit recorded, bro.
Oh my god,
watch a video of it, man.
I want to watch it. He alright?
No, he's dead.
No, he is dead.
I say he dead.
So yeah, he in an attempt to try to prove that the Earth is flat, he ended up killing himself.
You know what? I don't want to laugh at that, but that's ridiculous, yo. I do. That's so motherfucking funny.
I didn't even think you would have malfunctioned or like manufactured something like that on your own. Strong enough to shoot you that high in the air.
It ain't like he on some Elon Musk shit, but he got money. Like
he got all his motherfucking flat earth on him.
That's wild, man.
He was donkey of the day for one of the days.
Oh my god.
So, he didn't even go high enough to like he wasn't able to see anything.
No, he wasn't.
Oh my god, y'all flat earthers, y'all killed me.
He made it like 5,000 feet in the air, and then the shit went off, man. The beat went off.
He didn't even get over the clouds, bro. Like what did
he's like the shoe go off? Hey,
what was gonna do? Like that's crazy.
My man was just up there. My man was up there singing. He was like, higher. Higher.
He actually
no. He look, his parachute didn't go off. No.
He actually went to the upper room, yo. That's fucked
up. The upper room with Jesus. Look, he tried to go up the upper room. You can't go up there, bitch. That's why your motherfucking parachute ain't go off.
I can't believe this, man.
R.I.P. It's bad to speak on the dead, but
R.I.P. But you gotta laugh at stupidity sometimes. You know, my condolences to his family, but your husband, your brother, he was a dumbass. I apologize. I'm going to hell with fucking gaslit draws on, but he was a dumbass. Rest in peace to him.
That was a terrible move by him.
Moving on. We are a little bit late, but the Deontay Wilder fight. Woo boy.
Oh my god. Hold on, I'm about to put a meme in the chat.
Long story short, the long anticipated fight between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury happened last week, and let's just say shit didn't end that well for Deontay Wilder. He ended up being memes. It was
oh my god, those
it was
memes
pretty rough.
The greatest memes I've ever seen.
Crono?
That was the funniest. Well, let's be real, people. We said he couldn't fight. Anybody that actually watched one of his fights and want one of those hotel ass people that the black man gonna beat him. No, that dude could not fight to save his life. He caught people with haymakers. And now his face looking like this baby, like a baby doll that got his face pushed in. Why they stop the fight? Yo, you gotta put that in the video. Just show the meme. Yo, oh my god, he looked like he was getting his ass whooped like the inflatable tube man in that motherfucker. Yo,
and then this dude Tyson Fury was licking blood off his shoulders and shit, man.
That man put his tongue on his ear, bro. That man was giving him that sensational ass whooping, boy. That shit.
It was terrible, man.
My man was beating his ass like every time I close my eyes.
It was terrible. It was the worst shit, man. And then I was trying to tell people, I was like, look, if Deontay Wilder don't knock him out, Fury gonna end up winning. Because Fury an actual boxer. Deontay he's just a fighter. He don't have no type of skill, no accuracy or nothing. He just go in there and fight.
My thing that anybody that actually watches boxing, if you watch the last fight, Deontay Wilder only won because he got that one lucky ass punch.
It was a draw though. That was the thing.
I'm sorry.
He didn't even win.
It was supposed to be Tyson Fury, and he wouldn't have got that. Tyson Fury would have won that fight. So I'm like,
supposed to win that first one too. G, I'm telling you.
Like everybody, if you really watch, everybody that Wilder fought was not prepared. Y'all remember the dude with the dreads?
I don't think it was so much as they weren't prepared. I think they was more scared of him than Fury was. Like Fury wasn't.
The last dude Wilder fought wasn't afraid of him. The first fight they had, he was beating Wilder ass, and then he ran out of energy for some reason.
You talk about
Ortiz. Yeah, Ortiz, he was beating his ass. If I'm telling y'all, the last two people that fought Wilder was beating his ass, and he got a good ass punch on them, or they burnt out. Tyson didn't burn out. He was like, "I'm gonna boss him, and then I'm gonna knock him out," and he did exactly what he said. So
if he had landing those bombs, that he'll never win because he always gets outboxed. Always, man.
He had Wilder looking like, "Go get me the motherfucking pistol."
That was the funniest motherfucking meme of the whole week, boy.
My man said,
Hey,
yo,
man, go get the pistol.
yo, no, the funniest one I see is like, yo, hi, my name Deontay Wilder. I bet you wondering how I got myself in this predicament.
That fake ass BET movie.
This shit had me dying, yo. Oh my god,
Oh,
those
shit.
is hilarious.
I'll say this much. Now, people who are Deontay Wilder stands are like, oh, why he's been putting on for the culture. Why would y'all want to throw him under the bus like that? Y'all ain't shit. Yada yada yada.
Nah.
We can get these jokes too, just like everybody.
Man, bro.
Y'all
Yo, if we could throw
bro.
we could throw Lizzo fat ass under the bus. We could throw him under the bus. No disrespect to Lizzo. I love you. You from Detroit. You beautiful, but you fat. So we could talk about Deontay Wilder the fuck out like he was fighting Debo. Get up, cause I've been down before.
Like I said, y'all should take shit too seriously. Like, if you in a public eye like that, you gonna get these jokes. The internet is forever undefeated. That's just how it is, bro.
Man, if something happened to us, if I get knocked out right now and somebody put me on the internet, I'm gonna catch jokes for days. Why the fuck can I talk about Deontay Wilder? Man, I don't care if he put on for the culture. R. Kelly put on for the culture. You see the jokes he getting?
Oh yeah, they ain't holding off.
They get him with the hotel jokes. So you saying the teacher line? Yes, ma. That's a come on, man. Anybody can catch these jokes, man. I don't care if you Jesus himself. Jesus catching jokes right now.
Know about all that.
Look, Jesus catching joke, the Kobe Bryant jokes.
Do not reflect the rest of the views of the Nerd Boys.
Listen. Crono is not atheist. Let's put this. Crono is not atheist. But Crono does not believe in Jesus. He believes in God, not Jesus. And I still will crack jokes about God and Jesus themselves. They know what they looking down. They know what I'm going to say before I say it. Jesus probably looking down at me right now like, that boy funny as hell, daddy.
Daddy.
So, I mean, it is what it is, yo. Yo, we can crack jokes. It's life, man. Life is too short for people to be sensitive. So,
Definitely.
Moving on. We only got one question this week, but I think it's deep enough for it to lead into a discussion. Since it came from your side of the Nerd Boys, I'm gonna let you go ahead and announce it, Crono.
all right. So this is from the legendary Dockin, who we might get on the podcast next week if I remind her. She asked, "What do you look for in a gaming experience? What are some next gen gameplay factors you're looking forward to, guys?"
Chaos, I'm gonna let you go first.
Shit. In regards to gaming experience, replayability is huge for me. I mean, you got games now. This is a couple of years ago, but I think it's fucking fantastic. I don't know if either one of y'all have played it, but Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that game is fucking
When
amazing.
you beat that game, you can go back in and you can still be, immersed in that shit because it's so in depth. Even the story mode is dope. The DLC they added, Frozen Wilds, I think it was called. Is dope.
You gotta fight that big ass. I don't know if it's a bear or a T-Rex, but that bitch.
Oh yeah. Look, I'm telling you, the whole game is dope. So like in regards to what I look forward to in gaming experience, it's replayability and of course, features. But I'd have to go a little bit further in regards to that. And I don't want to dive too far. Next gen, I think. I don't want them to build PCs or build like PC consoles because at that point, what's the point in us buying a console? We might as well just go get a fucking PC. So, like, but because I'm a PlayStation guy, I'm gonna buy that big ass Xbox, but I'm a PlayStation guy. So for me, it's like, okay, I need to be able to play the games I already got. If I can't play the games I already got, I'm gonna be a little upset because now at that point, I gotta wait for y'all to start manufacturing the games for that particular console. I don't know if they usually start doing that shit prior to dropping the consoles and shit, but like now how we playing fighters and shit, like if they drop the PlayStation 5 and fighters ain't ready for that console, now we gotta wait for them to actually make it. Like so, backwards compatibility is a big thing, and for the PlayStation, it does not have enough USB ports. I need to plug up a couple of shits, my shit. So
I don't think they're gonna put fighters on the gen. I think they're gonna do a whole new series of games once fighters come out. So we'll see. But AK, what you think?
what I look for in a gaming experience is a comprehensive online and something that can hold my attention for more than a month.
Yes.
So I don't know if that counts as replayability, because sometimes online games don't necessarily acquire to that, but you can attribute first player games and multiplayer games to that. Like, nobody wants to spend $60 just for it to be dead in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So, like,
shout out to you, Anthem.
Spider-Man. I'm on my third playthrough of that shit, and like, I haven't even got the DLC yet. Like, so, like, I'm a really great stickler on holding my attention, because as everybody knows at this point, AK is a parent, and I'm not going to be dropping $60 just on games and then they collected nuts. That's why I'm a very stickler on who and what I purchase when it comes to games. And as far as next gen, I don't really know what the fuck we're gonna do. All I know is this next console better not sound like a motherfucking airplane taking off when I'm playing it. And I need that memory, guy. I need more, at least 2 terabytes off rip. I want 2, but a terabyte needs to be at the base minimum for all major platform games moving forward, because nobody has time to be deleting shit, re-uploading shit. And I got an extended hard drive, but I don't want to do that for my PlayStation 5 and have to redo all that shit. And I don't want to buy no extended stuff and have to put it in there. It should already come with that. If I'm spending $500+ on something, it needs to be there from the get-go. We at the point now where a terabyte is the minimum as far as like games is concerned, especially when y'all keep up with these motherfucking patches that be 50 gigs. Crono?
Hold on, I was answering something. For me, let me think. For me, replayability is a must. If I can't replay your game, this is why I play a lot of fight, because each match is different. Regardless of how you feel about the fighting game, each match is different. So you might have a match that you're playing terrible. You might have a match you go the fuck off, the beat go off. If I'm talking about single player game, I need that game story to leave me in shock. If y'all come over to Nerd Bois podcast, I'm about to do a plug on this channel. Jesus Christ. Nappy Head and Millie. Y'all see I've been playing Detroit Become Human. The reason why I play that game more than any other game I have right now is because how much the story can change up and how excited I get by doing certain scenes. AK, I don't know if you've seen the last episode with me doing the jokes about jumping in somebody's DM.
Yeah, that shit is hilarious.
But man, that like games like that as a single player immerses me. I don't need the super open world. I am a huge fan of Final Fantasy 13. That's super linear and the game is good as fuck. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't need no long ass open world with a fetch quest, bro. I'm good.
I don't want to look. I don't want to go around this stuff, going from point A to point B. Like I miss games like Super Mario World, like Chrono Trigger, where it was linear. You might have to find where to go, but it was like a linear path to where you need to go. You know what I mean? Next gen. The only thing I want from next gen is if we're gonna put computer parts into a console, that shit needs to process shit like a computer. And what I mean by that is load time should not take fucking 30 years on a computerized console.
Yes.
Like, and I don't mind crossplay, but if you're gonna make it, yet again, if you're gonna make consoles like computers, you give, what is it called? Not utilities. When you make it compatible, it needs to be compatible with computer components. So if I want to play mouse and keyboard on my PS5, I can play mouse and keyboard on my motherfucking PS5. No questions asked. That's my opinion. I don't care for crossplay. I think crossplay is a very bad thing for console to PC. I think crossplay should only be from Switch to PS5 to Xbox Series X and leave PC out of it because
I disagree.
Why I agree? Unless it's certain games. I'm talking about FPS shooters. Ain't nobody on the shooter going outdo somebody. It ain't
no different from motherfuckers who play fight stick on the shit.
You say that. You say that. It's a different. Well, fight stick. Here's my thing. Fighting game. Fight sticks don't really change shit. People tell you that it really don't. And I play on.
You do have an advantage, yes. But at the same time, like that doesn't automatically make you better than.
I don't agree with that because I got another video. Skill matter more. I can play on a pad and beat the fuck out of somebody on the fight stick. Sonic Fox plays on a pad and beats the brace off of people on fight sticks all the time. So people who say you got an advantage on fight stick, no, the fuck you do not. Like that's your skill. You just lack the skill.
So yeah, how do you have an advantage on the fight stick though?
Yeah, I don't. You can piano.
I said mouse and keyboard.
Oh yeah.
Over motherfucking controllers. But I mean, at the end of the day, doesn't automatically mean that you're better than me just because you have a mouse and keyboard. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it doesn't. But
what's the advantage for mouse and keyboard though?
The mouse, you can keep it and you can steady your aim easier. It's easier to steady your aim. It's way better accuracy.
And that's why it's aim assist for controllers. So I mean, that's to compensate for that.
Oh, okay.
It depends. It depends on. I gotta kind of dive into aim assist.
Bro, look, I personally don't give a fuck. And as long as you let people filter out who they're playing with, it's not a big deal. All you are doing is making the base pool of people who can play your game bigger, which means games won't die. Part of the reason why I can't really play Skullgirls like that because it takes forever in the day to find a match online. And all the people that play that game are on PC now. So unless I get a PC and double dip and buy the game again, I won't be able to get no online practice for that game. I say crossplay is a must for every game that does multiplayer. Why the fuck not? If I can opt in or opt out, it should not be a big deal. As long as I can filter it, like I don't feel like dealing with people who could potentially be hacking on PC. I don't want to play with no PC players. That's fine. That's what you have that option for. But I don't see it as a big deal. It should be a plus. All it does is extend the life of your game. That's all it does.
What you mean, like crossplay between all the different platforms?
PC included.
I mean, for me, I don't really I don't care about PC. I mean, I got a gaming computer, but I didn't get it for gaming. I just got it for rendering videos.
Just saying, like, if I can load up a match of fucking Overwatch, let's say that ain't nobody really playing Overwatch on PS4 like that. That's a lie, but I'm just making that point. Let's say ain't nobody playing Overwatch like that on PS4, but it's plenty of people playing that shit on PC. Now, instead of me having to play the PC version, if crossplay is enabled, we can just be on the same fucking servers and just play the goddamn game without me having to double dip and buy another version of the exact same game I already have. It extends the life of your game. That's all I'm saying.
I could agree with it extending the life, and I'm saying it makes sense, of course, because if you got more people to play with, then
exactly
you find more matches easier. I understand that.
That's my whole point. Not to take over your shit, Crono, but
no, you good. I'm over here sipping on that yak anyway, so
Oh Lord.
Nah, but yeah, those are my main two things, man. I don't know, man. I feel like next gen is going to be. I feel like we are in the renaissance of gaming at this point because gaming is
next gen is going to be a slobber knocker because it's time for Xbox to put up or shut up.
No, it ain't even going to be a slobber knocker. I feel like we done so much in gaming. I want to see what's the next big thing. Because you think about it, 10 years ago, you wouldn't have thought of Battle Royale. You wouldn't have thought of 100 people, 99 to 100 people going at it at one game. You feel me?
Right.
Now we got Battle Royale. What's the next big thing? Like, you already got MMOs. You got Battle Royales. You got FPS shooters. You got MMO. What's the next big thing? I'm ready to see it, bro.
See, that's a question though. Like, what's left? You know what I'm saying?
And
back in the day, people thought that graphics weren't going to be any better than PS2 graphics. Boy, they're wrong. So I mean,
but I mean, right now they going all the way up to 4K though. I mean, like, what's next in regards to graphics?
You know,
that's the beauty of the gaming industry. It still has an artistic view of it. I mean, it's being drowned out by the corporations nowadays. But with advent of indies and shit like crowdfunding, as much as of hit or miss that shit is, it gives people the advantage to be able to still, you know, push the envelope and do shit like that, so they can always experiment.
That's
so
the crazy thing.
We won't know that. We won't know until it just pops up in our face. Because like Ron saying, did you know like Battle Royale was going to be a thing a year, 2-3 years ago before Fortnite became popping? No,
really not.
Man, I think that's the greatest thing is because it's art. At the end of the day, as much as people talk about video games is art. Mm-hmm. It's somebody's imagination coming out. We don't know what the next IP could be. Anthem could come back and be the next big IP. I highly doubt that shit. But
they're working on the 2.0 patch.
Yeah, they working on the 2.0. 2.0 could come out and be the definite, this is what gaming is going to be for the next 4 or 5 years. Destiny did it. Overwatch did it for like a year and a half. And now we got Fortnite doing it. And then I won't even say Fortnite. What's the new trend? Remakes are the new trend right now. If you really look at it, remakes are the new big trend.
Yeah, Capcom winning with the remakes.
Capcom winning with the remakes, man. So I think the next big trend is, I know this is a different question, but I think the next big trend is remakes. But I do got another question for you guys, since you know a lot of people didn't give up questions. I'm gonna give y'all guys a question. And this is up with the new video on Nappyhead Millie channel. I want to see what you guys think. We're going to do it for the podcast. What is one toxic trait that you guys think that y'all are going to have to live with? Like, it's not going to go away.
I don't like confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
That's point blank period. I don't like confrontation. I would avoid it at all costs. So if that means I have to go out of my way to avoid confrontation, I do it all the time.
All right, Lucid.
Individually, I think for me, I get upset when people don't do stuff my way. I don't think that's going nowhere because, like, for me, I don't think I'm always right, but I always think the way it's gonna sound a little contradicting, but I always think the way that I'm gonna go about doing something is right. If that makes any sense. So it's like, okay, if you're not,
but I got the right train of thinking.
Said what?
It might not be the right way, but it's the right train of thinking.
Right, like, okay, yeah, I ended up being wrong, but I mean, getting here, I felt like that was the right path. So, like, if you're not following that path, I'm like, hey, you're doing it wrong. Get out of the way. I don't want anything to do with you. So it's like, I need you to get away from me right now because you're not doing it right. But I don't think that's going nowhere no time soon. Shit, I'm almost 30.
Okay.
Shit, same thing with me, bro. I'm almost 30. And I wish sometimes Crono will tell you sometimes he just wants me to, you know, like, nah, bro, say something. And it just be like, I feel
like I gotta be the voice sometimes.
I don't really like, especially if it's not a dire situation or life or death or something pertaining to something really important. I don't see the point of confrontation. I really don't.
So I'm gonna add on. I got 3. So I'm gonna tell y'all, and I want y'all to watch the video. My first one is I don't trust. It's hard for me to really trust people, especially after the situation with my godmother. It's very hard for me to trust and let people into my life because I watched somebody that we let into our lives take 2 lives away from us, you know. So naturally, when somebody trying to come in, it's like, I can't. I do have a lot of pessimism within me where I don't mean to do it, but sometimes I will look more into the negative, what could happen negative compared to what can happen positively. I don't have that optimism sometimes. Not to say I'm a negative person. AK will tell you I'm probably one of the most positive people and probably one of the most hardworking people when I have something I actually want to work for. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My third one, this one I didn't do, and this came up today. My third one is if I feel attacked, I go for the juggler. I go for the juggler. Like if I know I'm the type of person, if I get into an argument with you and I feel like I shouldn't be in this argument, I'm going to attack your person. And I want to see, and I do that because I grew up in Detroit. When you grow up around people that You know, it's a life or death situation. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a defense mechanism. I don't really mean to do it, and I'm gonna be the first one to do it. I know he ain't gonna want to hear this shit, but to one of our personal nerd boys, Skyz, I apologize for what I said about your girl. That was very disrespectful of me, and you gotta understand what I said to you. I meant that shit. I meant that shit wholeheartedly. But what I said about your girl, that was very disrespectful. I went for the juggler. And I shouldn't have said that. You ain't got to accept my apology, my G. I told you what it is, whatever. But it's a defense mechanism. Like, I'm going to go for your juggler because the way I was taught in Detroit, either you react before somebody else react, or you end up dead. You end up hurt. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I'm 6'5".
Hey, that's a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. A lot of us grow up in the hood. That's
I grew up in Finco, Illinois. Well, that's that know the West Side, no Finco shit is a life. Like I'm 6'5". I've been 6 foot. I stayed 6 foot until I was like in the 10th grade. So picture walking around and kids jumping you because they think you're clout. You see groups of people walking up to you like, "Hey, what up, tall dude? What up?" And you naturally have to react to that before they react because you know the moment you turn around and you hold a conversation, you get jumped. So I go for
that to the extreme, but like I had that shit growing up too because I'm a big stocky dude. So a lot of it, I'm intimidating and want to, come at me because I guess I don't know, I'm a prize or something. I never had I was never like into fights with big heavy, but it did cause a lot of issues for me, especially in high school.
Yeah, and that's
Chaos can tell you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a fighter. Like naturally, anybody that really knows me. Like, even if you talk about my character and you think my character bad, naturally, you guys, AK, I'm probably one of the most, I got probably the biggest heart that you'll ever know. But I'm so guarded when it comes to people with my trust. And then if you say something, I will react so fast. Like, it will go from the biggest heart to fuck you, fuck the car you came in, fuck your mama. Like, it's everybody. And that's just, it's like, I don't mean to do it. But when I get to the point, it's like, fuck everybody. It's fuck everybody. I see black. I see red. Especially, let me get into a fight. I see red. I'm trying to hurt you. But I think that's the toxic trait. It's going to be there forever because it's just natural. It's how I grew up. I grew up having to defend myself from everything before you did it. And sometimes it would go to the extreme. And I think, I talk about it in the video. Maybe I'll probably do one day therapy for it. Therapy to me is weak, but to other people, it's well needed. And I want to bring this up in the podcast because some people that do listen to the podcast, I know you guys don't watch my channel, so y'all don't see when I do my health check videos. And I think some of you people really do need to hear, like, hey, these are some of the toxic traits us nerd boys and guests do have, but we are not afraid to tell you guys and admit that, this is what we have. So,
damn, you a real one, my guy. You say you do health check videos?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and link the channel for you, Lucid.
What's up, man?
That got a little deep, but it seems like we always be doing that.
We always got to do that one time because you know how it is. Like YouTube, Spotify, we trying to grow a family. We ought to understand that we humans at the end of the day. We not YouTubers. We not artists. We are human beings that's trying to build something just like y'all, man. So sometimes y'all need to hear some realness.
For sure.
Well, moving on to Xbox. Their specs got leaked. They're talking about 12 teraflops GPU. Now, between you and me, that's pretty big on the high-end spectrum of stuff. For people who aren't computer literate, that literally means I can't talk today. It literally means that it's a beast.
It's some shit.
It's a beast.
Damn.
So 12 teraflops is cool, and me and Crono go back and forth about this Xbox shit. That's cool and all, but where are the games? Because all that power don't mean shit if I ain't playing nothing with it.
They ain't gonna put no games out. It's gonna be some reuse.
They're gonna drop another Halo. They're gonna make another KI. And
no, they ain't doing
I'm
KI
here for
no
KI.
more. They ain't doing KI no more.
I'm here for that. But
gotta make one more, man. And, well, probably not. considering how many characters deep they went for the first one. So probably that. Maybe they'll just remake it for the new gen, but I don't know.
It's not even Xbox. It's not even Microsoft. The studio that's developing KI that doesn't want to do it. That's why we haven't seen a new KI. So
yeah, well shit. They probably gonna drop another Halo. And we know that's a must because they do that every time they make another console.
My thing is Xbox has to come out with new IPs. The problem is there's so many IPs on PlayStation that Xbox will have to find studios to do brand spanking new IP. They bought
like a good 5 or 6 of them joints as soon as like this year started.
But what games that came? I
think the only thing that came out of it was that Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge is gonna be good, so I'm waiting on that.
I mean that's cool and all, but like from
but
what
you got
I heard
other
people
games
say
too.
on the beta, like it's good, but like it needs more content. But I mean, I guess that's a what you get when you get a $30 game.
My thing is people comparing it to Overwatch. This is why I talk about gamers. Gamers expect everything to be like a game that's already developed, if that makes sense. So look at
one more time so I can try to understand it.
Okay, so look at Overwatch and all the shit that Overwatch had to put into the game to be where it is now. And then look at Bleeding Edge, where they're just starting off. Gamers expect for Bleeding Edge to be on Overwatch level off rip. And it's not going to happen.
I'm asking for my money if you ain't giving me what I'm...
I mean, you get the game for free. Xbox is free.
Yeah,
so,
if you got Game Pass,
you don't even need the Game Pass. If you get the Game Pass game, a lot of people don't know it's a bug on Xbox.
That's a beta, bro. Like,
No. The full game comes out in 3 weeks. If you can download the game now, you can pre-download the game now and not have to buy it. When the game drops, if you stop Game Pass, you have the game forever. A lot of people don't know that bug with Xbox. That's what a lot of people been doing. They download all the games they want and then stop the Game Pass so it doesn't charge them. And they'll automatically have the game.
That's an exploit. That ain't like they did that over.
No, I exploit the fuck out of that shit. That should be good as hell. All the free games I got on that motherfucking Outer World, and then you got games like Cuphead. Cuphead ain't on PlayStation, and Cuphead is an amazing game.
Yeah, but I don't need an Xbox to play Cuphead. I can play that on my
True. Well, you don't need an Xbox to play fucking whatchamacallit?
Bleeding
Edge. So
I mean, but like it's the only console it is on is Xbox. There's some people who don't want a motherfucking PC. They just don't, and they want. If you want, as sad as it is to say, like the Xbox One was a great fucking console, but like as far as the games were concerned, they were a little bit.
I forgot. Fantasy Star Online 2 is about to be Xbox only, so they went in there too. And that game is huge. That's one of the biggest MMORPGs that's out right now. So that is huge for Xbox.
But like in regards to exclusives, what does each company have though?
I mean,
it's like really pulling in fans and shit. Like,
and you gotta realize too, what exclusives PlayStation really have other than I say the biggest one is The Last of Us.
I killed them too.
Because they're not doing Uncharted no more. Uncharted is that series is done, so they just got The Last of Us.
The Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War, Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank. You want me to keep going?
I mean, I forgot about Ratchet and Clank. You know that shit.
Ratchet and Clank's legendary. I gotta give him that.
Horizon Zero Dawn. You want me to keep going?
I forgot about that shit. No, Horizon Zero Dawn on both of them.
No, it's not. It's not on Xbox.
I could have sworn that shit was on both.
The Decima engine of PS specific. You right. You absolutely right.
Okay. Correction. Chrono is wrong. Yeah. PlayStation killing the game right now. You gonna say Nier? We got Nier too. What you gonna say? We got Nier. Final Fantasy. We took Final Fantasy. What
Street Fighter 5. As much as I don't like that game,
about Nier Automata.
I mean, Street Fighter 5 is in. I mean that's in.
As much as I don't like that game, you can only get that on.
Man, that's because Sony sold out. It was like
Sony made that game happen. Like I said, I'm not a Street Fighter fan, but Street Fighter 5 would not exist if it wasn't for Sony.
Wrong.
I'm dead ass.
No.
It's the same thing
Street
with
Fighter 5. No, Street Fighter 5 came out and then Sony.
Thing with Bayonetta 2, bro. If it wasn't for Nintendo, it would not be a Bayonetta 2.
No, there was going to be.
Capcom was in motherfucking. They was getting ready to file bankruptcy, bro.
Right. And then Sony came in. Sony came in
for that game. Sony came in, gave them the funds for that game, and say, "Hey, you can make Street Fighter 5, but it got to be only on PlayStation."
Yeah, now all Street Fighters, and now all Street Fighters have to be on PlayStation, and now all Street Fighters have to be on PlayStation. Actually, all Capcom games have to be on PlayStation, and Capcom said that's a bad idea because
is it a how when it's 100 million install base?
Yeah, no, that's
That's not talking about player base, man. You got to remember that's not talking about.
When you got 100 million fucking install base, it don't. Who cares, bro? You damn near doubled the Xbox. What am I missing from the Xbox people? What am I? Everybody who don't have an Xbox either has a PC or has a Switch.
I mean, I got a PC, Switch, and a PS4.
That's what I'm saying. People who only have just an Xbox as their console, that's rare.
I brought my fucking Switch because I want to play Pokemon.
I see what you're saying.
I got Pokemon and I got fucking.
Yeah, that's rare. Nobody's just got an Xbox in their house. That's rare.
It's either that or a motherfucker just don't like.
I mean, nobody. I mean, you could kind of say the same thing about PlayStation. Ain't nobody just got a PC or a Switch too. So
yeah, but PlayStation was the first motherfucking one you bought.
I mean, I bought an Xbox first. I bought my PS4 second.
You're an outlier, bro.
You're an outlier.
You are not the normal nigga, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
He is not one of us.
Most people had 360s back in the day. Keep it a buck, because nobody really fuck
most people, bro.
And then they ran the motherfucking PS4. I'm just telling you, bro.
All right, what's next? Moving on. Fuck them. Moving on. Fuck PlayStation 4. Eat a dick, nigga.
Look, this is why y'all aren't ever able to find lobbies for y'all games, because it's like there's no audience. Like it's just lack.
Look, y'all hear this bullshit on the net? I'm about to say on the nappy head. See, I'm fucking up. I'm drinking. I've been drinking. Y'all hear this bullshit on the Nerd Boy podcast? Yeah.
I'm not a console fanboy. I'm just speaking facts, bro.
This is what happens.
This
is what happens when we don't have Rabbit to control the fucking chat, yo. This is the fucking
Rabbit, man. Where the fuck you at, man? Answer your phone.
We be on some bullshit for like 30 minutes talking about PS4 versus Xbox, boy. This shit turned to a console war. Moving on to terrible ass Dragon Ball Z.
Why is it terrible? Why is it terrible?
Moving on.
Moving on. Dragon Ball Fighter Season 3 is finally live. And when I say, to quote a Mighty Key video, it's Marvel, baby, because that's definitely
so
what the fuck
motherfucking disrespectful.
That's definitely what the fuck it is. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been a fan of this game since its inception. I was in the beta and all of that shit.
He was. I remember that.
This shit right here, nigga. I'm at 4. Man, look. This is one. If you have not played this game yet, this is the perfect time to jump in because everything is trash.
That shit trash.
I mean, that's your opinion.
Okay. That game is trash.
Why is it bad though, Crono?
That shit is trash. Let me explain to y'all mechanically why this game is trash. Anytime, I'm telling you, this one experience blew the game for me. Anytime if we're in the air-to-air, right? And I'm holding back. I didn't press down. I didn't press up. I'm holding back. I play on a fucking gamepad. If nobody knows what the fuck a gamepad is, Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis controller. So I'm holding on the back. Anytime somebody can overhead me and I can play and it says overhead, when we're in the fucking air, the game is trash. I don't want to play it no more. Mechanically, your game is bad.
You playing online, 1. I'm so sick of you bringing that up. You playing online, 2. The whole thing is be revamped. Like fucking EX moves take half a bar now. Like that is not the same game as it was a few months ago.
What else?
Okay, Listen, Nerd Boys.
You can say that, but what else? What else can you say about the game that makes it trash?
The game is trash. This shit want to be
like
Marvel,
and that's cool. It
want to be Marvel so bad.
I can't stand Dragon Ball Z. That's another thing. Like
look, I can put my hatred to the side. I don't like the Blaze Blue anime. That Blaze Blue anime is trash as fuck. I still love Blaze Blue.
Nobody first exposure to Blaze Blue was the anime.
That's what's mine. I'm saying I'm rare.
Once again, you are not.
Yeah, I'm rare. Yeah, my first exposure to was the Blaze Blue anime.
First time I heard of Blaze Blue was because of the fighting game.
The first time I heard of it was because of the anime. Honestly. Yes, and the anime, the first, I guess it's like the first season is trash, and then it get better.
I thought it was just a game.
Okay, Nerd Boys. Listen, Nerd Boys, y'all hear this? I will give it a chance. Matter of fact, I'll put it on the. Well, I ain't gonna put it on the channel because fucking Grand Blue versus come on. I might put it on the channel. I'll do a month of practicing DBZ fighters. If
but nobody's trying to force you into liking it. It's just like,
oh no, I'm not going. You can't force me into liking shit.
At least explain what you're saying, because right now all you saying is that
I don't. Okay, I feel like mechanically, even if it's online, I feel like there's some shit that players get away with that they shouldn't get away with. Even Marvel 2, it's certain shit I didn't like in Marvel 2. That whole cross-up system
you
where
about any fighting game though.
I was just gonna say that's for any fighting game.
You talking about tag fight? I don't like tag fighters. If you,
I don't understand fighting games in general. You can find something in any fighting game that you're not gonna like.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't like. Me personally, I never liked I don't like the 3D games in general. I'm not a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'm a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I don't like the fact that Street Fighter is so fucking slow. I don't like the fact that MK is
MVC3.
I don't like the fact that Mortal Kombat still is the only 2D game that has a fucking block button. But this shit that's
I don't know why the fuck they got a block button. Let's not even talk about
shit that's just.
I haven't played MK since the first month.
I haven't even touched MK.
It's a whole hearing about every fighting game that makes.
But I mean, after that shit, I just did not want. I don't like the fucking dash system.
So
I don't like.
Short, he had a bad experience online.
No, I don't like that. I don't like the dash.
Which is easy punishment.
I fucking hate that shit.
You don't understand. These niggas hate me for the super dash, my guy.
I hate the super dash.
I don't even super dash.
I hate super. I hate super dash.
My guy.
I promise you, bro. I hate super dash. I think super dash is a dumbass mechanic, even though I do understand.
It's so easily punishable, bro.
I don't like super dash. I think it's a dumb mechanic. Like fucking square up with me. Fuck the super dash. You want to dash? Double tap motherfucking forward, yo.
Hey, look, if a person want to keep super dash you and want to open themselves up to easy combos and keep losing,
I understand
that's it, bro.
I understand that, but that still makes the game trash to me. I'm saying listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying the game is trash.
That's your opinion.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I don't want nobody be like, oh, Crono just saying that game. I'm not saying the game is bad. To me, the game is trash. When I say something is trash, I'm not saying the game is bad for other people. I understand that it has this culture. For me, I don't want to fuck with the game. I like Street Fighter 5. A lot of people bash that shit. I love fucking Street Fighter 5. I think a lot of people that bash Street Fighter 5 are old heads that's used to Street Fighter 4, and now they can't FADT and they get their ass whooped and they crying about it. That's me. I love Grand Blue Versus, even though I hate all.
Only thing that always got me about Street Fighter is like there is no combo stream like in regards to the buttons. Now you can link and of course create your own combo, but you got to do light, heavy, meaty, and then like.
But I like that shit. I like that shit because it's more skill based. I don't think. See DBZ. I know AK say it's skill based. I'm like I don't think it's as skill based as a game like fucking Street Fighter because footsies in that game. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's not as prevalent.
Street Fighter than Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's not as prevalent
I'm not gonna hold you on that, but to say there's no skill gap in Dragon Ball, that's a lie.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say it's no skill gap. I would never say it was no skill gap. I think any game you play has some type of skill gap. But I think the skill gap to be good at DBZ is far less. I think the skill gap to be good in Grand Blue Versus is far less to be good in fucking Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter and Tekken. I think Tekken is the pinnacle of skill gaps. Then it's Street Fighter. Then it's everything else. That's my opinion. Because to be good in Tekken, that should take fucking skill. That should take legacy skill. Street Fighter.
I don't really agree with that.
Why don't you agree with that shit? We didn't win.
Because dig it. Like Tekken, of course, in regards to combos and buttons, it's almost the same as Mortal Kombat. You hit square, square, triangle, a motherfucker gonna do a combo string on their own. And then outside of that, if a nigga bounce off the ground, all he gotta do is do the same shit, and he can, like that. A nigga can take away almost 70% of your health, and you're not even standing up. That shit bothers me. Like I fucks with Tekken heavy, especially this last one, but. And it could just be me because I ain't really practiced that particular aspect of like online competition. But I don't like that shit. You can take away 70% of my health and I ain't even standing up. Like what?
So this is
me off the ground and shit.
I
like,
mean,
boom,
to
boom,
be
boom,
fair,
boom,
Marvel 3, you can take all my life.
Yeah, you can take all my life pressing one button.
That's the type of shit. That's why I always lost in games like that though, because I don't know how niggas like lab to find like the little like frame traps and shit like that. Like I lab for like learning a character and how to play them. That's the type of shit niggas try to figure out how to beat you without you even standing up. I don't like that.
See, that's different because I'm gonna put it like this. That's the competitive way of looking at casual, more so casual fun. It's a competitive way. Motherfuckers looking at every advantage they can have, and that's why I say Tekken is kind of hard because Tekken you got to look at. They looking at shit like. Which way you sidestep is stronger to sidestep. Like, Leo weakest side is sidestep right. Who the fuck thinking some shit like that in a fighting game? Like, I'm not thinking about sidestepping a motherfucker to the right unless his weak side. I'm thinking about beating your ass. Like, the fuck? I'm thinking about going in.
Tekken is definitely technical.
Tekken, I put like...
Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just that aspect is kind of like, it's hard for me to grasp. Like,
Tekken, yeah, I put like the
version of Street Fighter.
Tekken is like the chess, the fighting games. Street Fighter is like the checkers, and then everything else is like Monopoly, in my opinion. But that's just
the thing about Street Fighter for me is like I've never really been insanely attracted to Street Fighter. Only thing I like about Street Fighter is fucking Chun-Li. That's it.
Like
that's literally
I love Third Strike. That's my favorite version of Street Fighter. Third Strike is the pinnacle of Street Fighter, probably closely followed behind Alpha 3. But after that, I mean, I played Street Fighter 2 as a kid, because who didn't? And, like, that's about it. I wasn't crazy about 4. I'm not crazy about 5. I own them because I love fighting games. Like, if you got a hobby, you got to support it. But, like, But we did another fucking Divergent. Moving on to something light. Adult Swim announces that there's a Samurai Jack game in the works, and there is a trailer out.
I didn't see the trailer. Hold up.
Samurai Jack is one of the GOATs as far as cartoons is concerned.
I can't even hold you, AK. I was never interested.
Oh, you tripping? You?
We got you. Come on. In Samurai Jack. I'm sorry. Never. I was never interested in Samurai Jack.
I gotta rethink our friendship, bro. That cut me deep, bro. How you not like Samurai Jack, bro?
I just never got into it, man. I think it was the art style that fucked with me, bro. Like,
what was you watching back at the time? Back during them days, you was a Nickelodeon kid.
I was back, kind of both. Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network.
Which one had more of your favorite shows? And then let me know which one. I'm definitely with Cartoon Network.
Let me see. Tom and Jerry. Or are you talking about Adult Swim or just Cartoon Network, period?
The cartoon. I'm not talking about Adult Swim. I'm talking about cartoons. It wasn't Adult Swim.
Scooby. Dragon Ball. Codename Kids Next Door.
You was a Cartoon Network nigga, man. Then how? You know what? It's opinions. But I just thought, I just thought universally praised, bro. Wow.
I'm sorry, man. I was never like, oh, Samurai Jack should have come. I never was like that, man. It was just,
wow.
It could just be the art style. I don't know, man.
Crono?
I don't know.
How can you not like the art style? It's the same dude who made that.
I don't care for a Samurai Jack per se. I want them to revitalize the series.
I didn't care too much about Dexter's Laboratory either.
Oh, you so motherfucking disrespectful. Yo, hey, you gotta go.
Oh my god!
Hey, can I mute him? Can I mute him? I can mute you.
No.
He's so motherfucking disrespectful. And I muted him for real.
Y'all misunderstanding me. Y'all misunderstanding me. I'm not saying I didn't like Dexter's Laboratory. I just wasn't like I don't know. I wasn't like excited about Dexter's Laboratory. Like I'll watch it.
He was an internet again.
Huh?
Oh, you better say you better say you like Ed and Eddie.
Ed and
What the? All right, bro. You was an anime head from the get go. You was Dragon Ball.
It was corny to me, man.
You don't like slapstick comedy?
I couldn't.
How you say you like Tom and Jerry, but then Ed and Eddie is corny, bro? That's
that's the same thing. It's literally.
I grew up on Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry is the grandpa, motherfucking Ed and Eddie. I mean, it's older now, so I guess you could say it's the daddy.
I don't know, man. It was corny to me. Like what?
Oh my god, bro.
Look,
it's opinions. You
like
the more action-oriented shows, didn't you?
Ed and Eddie was not like. It was like, what is these niggas doing? Like, what are they doing?
Like, yo, come on, man. That music had. All right, come on, man.
I don't know. Maybe I had to check that one out again.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You dare disrespect the son of a shepherd, bro? What is wrong with you?
You so motherfucking disrespectful, yo.
I don't know, man. My bad. I got everything off topic though. My bad.
Hey, you gonna get the shit slapped out you like Red Man. Keep playing, man. You out here being disrespectful like that.
If this new game is a hack and slash, something fun, pick up and play, but it better not be ass.
Man, fuck that, man. Fuck Samurai Jack. Streets of Rage 4 about to drop. They got Jacks in that bitch. Let's go.
I gotta wait to see because like these come out new of old school classics can be hit or miss sometimes, bro.
I don't know, but did you see the new game?
Case in point, look at Contra.
I mean, that's Contra though, but this is new. This one looks like a Streets of Rage.
I'm gonna fuck with it because I fuck with Streets of Rage heavy. I was a Sega boy heavy. Bro.
I'm just saying that new character. I don't know if he's, but that motherfucker got the arms like Jax, and that shit look fire. I ain't even gonna hold you, but all right. Moving on.
Moving you too, bro.
Second to last thing on the docket for today.
It's just me.
Huh?
Yeah,
he cuts out in and out.
Okay.
It happens sometimes. Second to last thing, Call of Duty's getting a Battle Royale date. Does anybody care?
I care. The Battle Royale and Black Ops 4 was actually really good. If you actually play it, it's really good. I'm excited to see the new Battle Royale.
For sure. You don't play you don't play the shooters, AK?
I play Overwatch.
Overwatch? No, I'm just fucking. That's one I haven't played it yet. I haven't played Overwatch.
I mean, Overwatch hit or miss, bro.
It's too like it.
At the state is in.
And the state is in. It's a terrible game.
At the state is in now, it's very mid. But when they first came out, I was into that shit.
I'm about to say. Me and AK met on that shit. We used. That's how we bet. Bet on Overwatch. Me being quiet as hell, and then
you cut out again.
I said I jumped on that bitch. I'm like, all right, these niggas. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the party.
And then the last thing for tonight. A 7-year-old wins the Pokemon Championship, and it is adorable. A 7-year-old little girl, Simone Lim, wins the Pokemon Championship. There's pictures of her everywhere. I hope Nintendo gets behind her and actually pushes this. I don't see how you can hate on this. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I got something after that, but I want Lucid to go first. It's somebody that actually used her to get his point across, and I'm gonna attack a YouTuber today. So go ahead, Lucid.
What is this about now?
This is a 7-year-old girl now.
So she
won the Pokemon League Championship on the new Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Oh shit!
And she's adorable.
That's pretty cool, right there.
I don't see how you can hate on that at all.
And she was outplaying the fuck out of her opponent too. It wasn't like she luckily won it. She outplayed the shit out of her opponent.
Damn. Yeah, I am actually quite impressed.
With that.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely do. As a father, and I got a 9-year-old, I fucks with that. And he be on Fortnite all the fucking night. If he can make some huge plays and get famous like that, why the fuck not? You know. But like, as like I said, as a father, as an uncle, as a person who's just not a shithole, how can you be that? It's just that's just wholesome as fuck. And I love
that's pretty cool.
Crono, you got your point you want to get out?
All right. So about the little girl, that was when I found the video. I tears in my eyes because that goes to show how powerful gaming can be.
That's true.
Like that's powerful that somebody at 7 years old went out there, competed, did her thing, and wasn't by no mistake. She was competing against kids in the junior division that actually want to beat her, and this 7-year-old beat them in front of her friends, her mom's there, her dad's supporting her. How can you hate that, right?
Like when she won, her best friend came up and gave her a hug, and big old hug to her little Pokemon teddy bear. It was just so goddamn cute.
Yeah, I fucks with that. That's real.
Nah.
That's real, man.
Verlicify.
Oh shit.
I understand that you are a very controversial YouTuber when it comes to the Pokemon shit. I understand that you try and push this agenda for some reason. You are a whole fucking bitch, my nigga.
Could you explain before you go into your tirade?
So what Verlicify did was take her photo and used it to say this is why Pokemon would never be an esport. So people jumping on the thing and everybody's saying, why the fuck would you take this little girl photo and say this is why Pokemon won't be an esport instead of directing it to the person who basically he was talking about, which was this dude that hacked somebody's account to get Pokemon. So you're exploiting this little girl for views. You know what I'm saying? And this is why
sometimes we just get child prodigies. We gonna act like Lil Majin was fucking people up on Tekken, and he was like what? He was like what? 15.
Lil Majin been fucking people up. Lil Majin is he been fucking people up
when he first came out. He was like what? 12, 13?
12. That's what I'm like. Hold up, I had to think about that shit. Lil Majin been doing this shit.
And we were just talking about how technical Tekken is. Don't do that.
And I can't stand grown men. I can't stand furries anyway. Furries do weird shit.
The views of Crono do not reflect the views.
No, the views of Crono does not reflect. The views of Crono does not reflect.
I don't need that.
Nerd Bois said. Y'all don't agree. Crono, Nappy Head Millie. Y'all see the tag? Does not. I can't stand furries. Let me take it back. I can't stand some furries. Because some of y'all furries.
They had the alphabet community coming from my head.
You fuck with Sonic Fox?
You don't fuck with
I fuck with Sonic Fox. I fucks with Sonic Fox because Sonic Fox keep it real with people. That's the difference. That's why I said some furries.
I agree.
He keeps it real. Like, even though, he's gay, no disrespect, he's gay, but he never stopped being real. Verlicify is a bitch ass nigga. One. He's a bitch ass nigga that fucking uses other point across and then gets mad when somebody tells him to fuck off. Like, no, dog, don't do that. Let this little girl shine. Don't use this little girl to push a point because you're mad at Pokemon Showdown. Like, that makes no fucking sense.
Why in the fuck should Pokemon be at esports though? Like,
why should fighting games be esports? Why should shooters be esports?
Fighting games and shooters are a little different. Pokemon is like a turn-based type of thing.
Is Pokemon not competitive? Pokemon.
Bro, League of Legends has motherfucking things. And
I don't agree with League of Legends being at esports though.
Here's the thing. So people look at Pokemon from how we played it as kids.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. We play competitively.
That shit is so deep.
Hold on,
you gotta think of all the time.
I fucks with Pokken Tournament being at esports. If Pokken Tournament is going to be esports because that's just something that you can just flat out fight. But like these Pokemon games are turn based. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it just doesn't make any sense because it all
right. But okay. So just like you're saying, it's turn based. You still have to. It's like a game of chess. Chess is turn based, right? But you still have to think 2 moves ahead.
And that's professional chess tournament.
Yeah, that's professional chess players. Pokemon is the same.
It's the same concept.
If I have a Charizard, let's say I got a Charizard and a Blastoise out, I gotta think, is my opponent
Now,
gonna
you saying
switch?
it's not your cup of tea? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not watching no chess tournament, but there's people who do.
Yeah, it's like you gotta think. You
I'm
gotta
gonna
think,
have to watch a Pokemon tournament though.
bro. Trust me, watch a Pokemon tournament. How,
Hell, watch how this little girl won.
bro? Like she had like it's literally they outplay people on this bitch because they have to think of what the person is gonna do next. It's like you thinking two moves ahead. It's like
it's not like back in the day when we played Pokemon, kept pressing A and making sure that we switched out to Pokemon at the right time to make sure we was
competitively when you going against somebody, it's a whole different ball game. Look up Pokemon Pokeaim. Look up Pokeaim and look at how he plays. He's constantly thinking 3 moves ahead.
Yeah, that shit is really
shit gets
really
deep when it comes competitive.
There's
So
Eevees, there's Ivies, there's Natures, there's fucking moves that are like plus on head and shit. It's super deep.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to watch it, and I'm gonna have to watch that League of Legends shit because I never agree with that kind of stuff being in like competitive.
League of Legends makes more money than any other fucking esport.
Yeah, I gotta.
League
of Legends has sold out motherfucking arenas.
League of Legends is one of those things you gotta play League of Legends to understand competitive League of Legends because play that shit solo is the worst experience ever. And then you watch somebody.
You want to talk about toxic communities? League of Legends is easily one of the top 5 toxic communities.
Being low tier, being iron, being bronze, being silver, listen to bitch.
Bro, what's the name of that YouTuber? You said Pokeyang or some shit like that?
Pokeyang. I'm gonna link him in the chat. Just watch how he plays Pokemon. That shit is fucking ridiculous.
Like I said, bro, like League of Legends makes the most money out of any esport easily. People become millionaires winning off of that. Like the only other game I can think that's halfway competing with League of Legends is Fortnite.
Fortnite even fucking with the only other game. Fuck CS:GO.
CS:GO and maybe Dota.
Mm-hmm. But is that it? What's on?
I think it's about that time. We're gonna go ahead and call it here. I think we had a good discussion today. Lucid, you want to plug your channel or anything like that? I think you should.
Nah.
If you don't, I'm gonna do it anyway. You might as well.
I mean, you can.
He's like, I ain't been on there in a minute.
Yeah, that's why I ain't plugging it. Like I ain't uploaded
Lucid
yet.
Chaos is his YouTube channel. He is a dope ass YouTuber. He just part time right now because of his father. That's understandable. That's understandable. But go check him out. He has great content.
I appreciate that.
And like I said, I need my Kepler video, bro. Ain't no excuse.
Yeah, I just finished everything, like setting up everything, because I had packed it up because I was about to move and shit. But plans changed, so I unpacked it and set it back up.
All right.
So
Crono.
It's Crono, aka Nappyhead Millie. Y'all know the channel, Nappyhead Millie on YouTube. I do gameplays, I do health check videos. I do a lot on that channel, man. Been stuck on 34 views for the past, 34 subs for the past week, but you know it is what it is. Eventually I'll grow. Other than that, y'all know what it is. Same time next week.
AK, we only half stacked right now. I'm gonna try to call Rabbit again after this, but we'll see what's going on. I think we should be all full steam ahead next week. But Nerd Bois podcast, and we are out of here.
Later.
お前はもう